the prison in her smile. Pull up a chair. This is the Pattaya Red Pill Report. And today, we're not blaming her. We're blaming the damn universe. That fire in your chest, that girl who makes you feel alive again, that aching need to protect her, provide for her, worship her. It's not love, it's not connection. It's the will to live, dragging your dumb ass by the dick into a cage with satin sheets and a smiling warden. Her, and if you've ever traded your mission for a massage or thrown away your purpose for a pussy that moans, "Daddy," then yeah, this one's for you. Smash the like, subscribe, and share this with your simp friend before he signs over his soul. Let's talk about Schopenhauer, the OG red pill philosopher, the man who said, "You're not choosing her. The species is period. The will to live, nature's endless game." Arthur Schopenhauer didn't believe in fairy tales. He didn't see the world as love and light and divine purpose. Nope. He saw a prison, a biological con game where every creature is just a meat puppet for one brutal goal: keep life going. No logic, no mercy, no meaning, just survival, repetition, reproduction. He called it the will to live. And to him, everything, your dreams, your passion, your idea of love is just camouflage. Fake flowers on the walls of your cell. You think you want connection? Nope. You want to fuck and you don't know why. You want to protect her and you don't even like her. You think you're choosing her, but really, you're being used. That's the will talking. That's nature, keeping the species alive by hijacking your balls and calling it destiny. Every time you get that hunger for a girl who's bad for you, every time you risk your peace just to feel her skin one more time, that's not you. That's the fucking program running underneath. And in Pattaya, that program runs hot. Working girls, freelancers, sweethearts, they all know it. Hell, they are it. And the will, it smiles at you every night under neon lights and whispers, "She's not the one, she's the next." Women are the will. You're just the vehicle. Schopenhauer didn't just say we're all puppets. He said, women, they're the string. See, to him, women aren't just people. They're biological weapons, perfectly engineered to keep the human machine running. Not evil, not broken. Just exactly what the will needs. Short-term thinkers. Present-focused. Emotionally sharp. Because nature doesn't give a fuck about your philosophy degree. It wants babies. It wants survival. And she's the factory. She doesn't drift off into abstract thought or eternal truths. She's rooted in what matters now: security, survival, protection, resources. And that's why, in Schopenhauer's view, woman is the will made flesh. And what's her best tool to secure the future? You. Your lust, your loneliness, your protect and provide instinct. And in Pattaya, this plays out hourly. She's not thinking about the next 20 years. She's thinking, can this man pay the rent, cover mama's hospital bill, and take me to Terminal 21 tomorrow? You think it's love. It's fucking logistics. You think she's special? She thinks you're sperm with a savings account. And no, she's not a bad person for it. She's just doing what nature told her to do better than you are, honestly. Because you still believe in the story. She knows it's a transaction, and she's winning. That's why she smiles sweetly when she says, "Up to you, honey." Because she knows damn well it's not up to you. It's up to your biology. Man's escape, madness, art, and mission. Schopenhauer said something wild, and most men today are too soft to hear it. Only the man has a shot at freedom. The woman, she's nature's soldier. Her mission is survival, breeding, caretaking. She's the temple of the species. But man, he's the freak, the glitch in the code, the one dumb enough or strong enough to say, "Fuck this." He can walk away from comfort, from pleasure, from pussy, and chase something bigger, build cathedrals, compose symphonies, die on hills that make no sense biologically. For honor, for legacy, for goddamn madness, that's how a man betrays the will. That's how he becomes more than just DNA on legs. But here's the tragedy. Most of you don't. You don't build, you don't create, you don't conquer. You come and cuddle, you show up in Thailand with fire in your gut and a plan in your hand, and 2 weeks later, you're in a matching outfit with some bar girl sitting at Milk Tea Magic holding her purse while she flirts with the waiter. That's not rebellion. That's castration with a smile. You traded your purpose for a pair of thighs. You let the will win. And now, you're not a man on a mission. You're a monthly income with legs. The guys who stay free in Pattaya, they don't worship women. They don't hate them either. They understand them, respect the game, play it better, They wake up every day with their spine intact, their mission on track. And if a girl fits into that, cool. If not, she's just another pretty face they'll forget by sunrise. That is sacred madness, and most of you wouldn't recognize it if it bit you on the ass while you beg for a morning kiss. Romantic love, nature's sexiest lie. Schopenhauer called romantic love the most elegant scam the will ever invented. And he was right, because when you're in it, deep in it, you feel like you found God in a G-string. Your heart races, your dick twitches, your soul sings bullshit songs about destiny. But here's the raw truth, straight from Schopenhauer's grave. You're not choosing her. The species is choosing through you. You're sniffing youth, health, symmetry, not because you're poetic, but because your lizard brain is scanning for fertile baby-making hips. And her, she's clocking your wallet, your shoulders, your status, because security during pregnancy beats six-pack abs any day. In Pattaya, this ain't philosophy. It's Tuesday night. You fall for a 23-year-old with tight skin and soft eyes? Guess what? So do 500 other men this month, because evolution wrote her like a billboard that says, I can breed, pay me. She doesn't even have to lie. You'll do it for her. You'll say, she's not like the others. She doesn't ask for money. She cooks for me. She loves me for me. No, bro, she's baiting the hook better than the last one. You're still the fish. Romantic love is nature's crack. It gets you high, makes you stupid, and always comes with a price. You see her as your escape, but Schopenhauer saw her as the guard at the prison gates, with perfume and a soft voice that says, come inside, baby. I'll take care of you. Translation: come die for me while I live longer. She's not evil, she's efficient, and if you're dumb enough to write her name in your will before you've written your own purpose into this life, then congratulations. You've been outplayed by tits and nature. His wound, your wake-up call. Schopenhauer didn't pull all this bitterness out of thin air. He bled it out of his childhood. His mother, Johanna, wasn't soft. She was famous, cold, charismatic, and sharp as glass. She hosted literary salons, mingled with the elite, and treated Arthur like an annoying shadow. He craved her love. She gave him contempt. He wrote philosophy. She wrote him off as dramatic, moody, a joke. Their letters read like war, not mother and son, but enemies in a trench. So, yeah, when Schopenhauer later called women vain, manipulative, obsessed with appearance, it wasn't just theory, it was personal. It was a boy abandoned, turned into a man with a pen sharper than a scalpel. But that's what makes it so dangerous and so useful, because his wound gave him vision. Brutal, yes, but clear. He wasn't some incel with a YouTube channel screaming about women. He was a genius dissecting the machine of life and seeing that underneath the lace and lipstick, the game never changed. Desire is the leash, seduction is the snare. And a woman, she doesn't need to swing a sword to conquer a kingdom. She just needs to smile while you set fire to your own. And here's where it hits Pattaya like a truck. Every guy who's ever said, she's different, bro. She told me she's tired of the bar scene. She wants something real. Is repeating Arthur's mistake, projecting emotion onto a system that doesn't care. Nature doesn't want your happiness. It wants your genes. And she's the delivery system. So next time you feel that ache in your chest for a girl who barely knows your last name, remember, that's not her breaking you, that's the will. She's just better at playing her role than you are. Holding the line, the man who stays centered. Here it is, the ugliest truth Schopenhauer ever gave us. And the one most of you refuse to swallow. You don't need love. You need a mission. Because the second you let a woman become your compass, you're no longer a man. You're a servant. A slave in Gucci flip-flops. The will wins when you abandon your path to orbit hers. And let's be real. Most of you do it without a fight. You trade in your discipline for dopamine, your ambition for ass, your vision for validation. You let her become your reward, your purpose, your fucking God, and then cry like a toddler when she stops worshiping the weak, needy shell you became. She didn't change, you collapsed, you handed over the wheel, you became a tourist in your own life, and she saw it, smelled it, lost respect instantly. Because deep down, no woman respects a man without a spine. Without boundaries, without direction. You think she wants you to choose her over your purpose? She might say that, but she'll despise you when you do it. In Pattaya, it's everywhere. Guys who come here with fire in their gut, dreams in their eyes. Then 2 weeks later, they're grocery shopping for a girl they barely know. And bragging about how she doesn't ask for money. Newsflash. If your love story requires delusion to function, it's not a romance. It's a biological mugging. You want to win here? Hold the fucking line. Know your mission. Live your purpose. Let her join your world, but never let her replace it. If she walks away because you won't bend, let her walk. That's not a loss. That's proof you still have a backbone. Because a real man doesn't chase the will, he outsmarts it. He owns his instincts. He chooses love with eyes wide open, not pants around his ankles and a dumb grin on his face. Final warning. So, the next time you feel that spark, before you start writing her name in your heart and sending her half your fucking income, pause, look past the beauty, look past the smile. Look in the mirror and ask, is this me choosing, or is the will using me again? And if you don't like the answer, good. That means you're still alive. I'm Josh, and this was your Pattaya Red Pill Report. If the truth hurts, good. That means you're still alive. See you next round.